there right now. That we have Calvin Lassard and Jack Poole up front. We got Soren Matson and Owen Netterlow and Henry Vandenbark and number 15 Ben Weaver in the game for the Raiders. Number 8 Nikki Allenoff or Quinn Johnson, Jackson Ouellette, and Nikki Allenoff. And in goal we have Tyler Hindall. That one I know. Nice job, Mr. Chuckle, my right-hand man in the booth tonight. Raiders get a big throw and a head out across the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for the Huskies. Uh-oh. You want me to say something on the PA? What do you call that thing? Shelter?
Please leave the bench the way it is, guys.
All right, folks. One of the visiting sheltered benches took a tip, so we want the players to leave it alone so no one gets hurt or cause any damage. And the things that happen at a high school soccer match. And here we go. Eau Claire back on the attack. Claire looks to be a young team and taking on a Raiders team with a lot of experience here tonight. And but it still should be a good match between these Big River Conference rivals. It's a beautiful night here in Hudson, other than maybe a little bit of rain will come here and there, just maybe some just light rain has come down a couple times, but the temperature is nice. It's comfortable for everybody, and could be a lot worse. So great night here. Not a little bit of wind in the Raiders' favor right now, it looks like. Huskies get a trip on number 19 Jack Poole, but number 8 of Eau Claire, Kip Quaid, gets that foul. And Nikki Allenoff gearing up to take this kick. Sends a low ball in. Oof. Lassard was right there. That timing can be tricky, but he was right there to really put something on that. But that's how it goes. Timing is everything, and it can be tough in soccer. So Huskies gearing up for another goal kick here. Connor Hauser, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Hope you're doing well and getting your homework done while you watch the match tonight. And hope you're doing good. Not yet. Oh, okay. Nice. Here comes Lassard again. He's got the ball far out and disrupted by the Huskies, and there'll be a quick throw in for the Raiders. They're going to play it in quick. Quick cross across. It sneaks through. Tough one to manage. The offense was all ahead of the ball, and that gets tricky to manage. So ball goes out again off the Huskies. Will be a Raiders throw on the far side of the field. Huskies get the clear. Raiders pick it up at about midfield, though. Chase down to the corner. That's Owen Netterlow. And that's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. So Netterlow let that ball out. So usually you do that when you know you're going to get a corner kick. So Raiders will gear up for that. Or actually, it looks like it's a throw, and it went out of bounds much earlier than anybody saw. It's number 11, Soren Matson, with the throw for the Raiders. Head over. Eau Claire heads it over, and the Raiders drive it home. Jack Poole. Looks like Jack Poole with the goal for your Raiders.
At about the 5-minute mark, that's number 19, Jack Poole with the goal for your Raiders.
Great throw by Matson, a little bit of a flick by a Husky, and usually you don't want to do that. Usually you want to eject that ball out the way it came, and putting that ball in front of the goal. Oof, Raiders get another good right down the field, and but Poole right there, and there was no mistaking that shot was going right into the open part of the net on the far side, and your Raiders take a 1-0 lead. Along with that, your Raiders are the number 2 seed, and Eau Claire North here is the 7 seed, and Eau Claire Memorial. So if you're not familiar with Eau Claire in western Wisconsin, there are 2 Eau Claire high schools, Eau Claire North and Eau Claire Memorial. Eau Claire Memorial is looks like the conference champions this year with an undefeated record of 8-0-2 in the conference. Raiders right behind with a record of 8-1-1. Raiders get it in there. Lassard heads it back, and nobody there to pick that ball up. Sometimes you like to, it's tough, but you'd like someone to stay right at the top of the box there to pound that home, but nobody there for the Raiders. Everybody advanced up on the ball. Quick turn and shot there by Netterlow. Take away by Eau Claire. It's going to be a throw-in for Eau Claire. So Eau Claire Memorial, the number 1 seed, took on today Chippewa Falls at 4 o'clock. Not sure if we have any results on that, but I know someone who can probably find out. Mr. Chuckle here, the assistant activities director here in Hudson Schools, and I owe him a lot over the years, you know. So it'll be an exciting sectional tournament here. Winners play on Saturday, I believe, is the next match. Yep, and Eau Claire Memorial advanced, beating Chippewa Falls by a score of 8-0 earlier today. Memorial plays outside on a non-lit field, so they always have to play early, and so that game is done. Eau Claire Memorial advancing. They'll play the winner of Superior and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School, and that match will be on Saturday. Yeah, this game will be a winner of this match will play either DC Everest, which is kind of in that Wausau area, or in Wausau West. They're playing tonight as we speak, so whoever wins this match will take that team on here or on Saturday coming up here. So lots of excitement here, and score sits at 1-0 about 8.5 minutes into the match, and the Raiders keep pressing. Claire got the ball into their offensive half, but the Raiders defense shut that down. Lassard with a nice cross, little too tight to the goal, and Marcus Epps able to manage that for the Huskies, and we'll get a punt here. Raiders are going to let that go. The high bounce takes it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Raiders. So this is the time of year where you win and you keep playing, and if you lose, then your season is over. So it gets pretty exciting for the boys and for the parents here. So like you maybe have seen, if you're tuned into YouTube, in the chat area, you can put in who you're cheering for, whether it's a team, whether it's a player, both. We love to know where you're at. And Connor Hauser, I believe you're where, in Madison, UW-Madison. So little misplay by Marcus Epps there. Woof. And the Raiders keep some pressure on, and the Huskies put it out, and that's going to be a corner kick for your Raiders here. Moving it. It's Jack Poole and Soren Matson gearing up for the kick. Sometimes they play a short game, sometimes they play the traditional ball. That's a nice kick. That's kind of right where you want to plant that ball, but no Raiders able to meet that ball or get under it. So Eau Claire gets the clear, and it'll be another throw in for your Raiders. Uh-oh. Chuckle's getting challenging in the booth here. Claire heads it out. Oh, and that's a quick goal by Lassard. 11 with the goal. I thought it was. You thought it was 11? Was it? I can't see. Without my broken glasses. Wait, it's right there. Zeroed in. 18. Lassard.
At the 10.5 minute mark, it's number 18, Calvin Lassard with the goal for your Raiders.
So that now puts the Raiders up 2-0 on the Huskies. A nice sneak ball through, and Lassard with authority buried that shot. So pretty exciting. Thank you, Christopher Allen, for tuning in all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan. One of my favorite cities, actually, to visit in Michigan. I used to go there a lot for work, and love that. And Christopher's tuning in for the Huskies, number 6, Candell. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll hope the Huskies can get on the board here and make this interesting here. So lots of time left for the Huskies, though. Raiders pushing the ball now. Back on the attack. That's Alanoff carrying it. Nobody on him. Netterlow with a quick move back and takes a swipe from about 20 yards out, and doesn't quite get everything he wants on that, and didn't probably quite have the angle on that shot he wanted either, and that's collected by Marcus Epps of Eau Claire. Still a breeze in the Hudson favor. Always hard to tell how much. There's a big shot from distance. That's about a 32-yard blast from Matson, and collected by Epps. So the top teams that should either of these teams advance out of the section will be Kimberly High School and Green Bay Preble. So lots of good teams to be faced here on the road to state. Big blast there. A little long, a little wide, a little high. Who's this coming in? You got that? Got a substitute for the Raiders. 21. Sam Olson.
In for the Raiders, number 21, Sam Olson.
Claire moving the ball around, trying to advance. Bring it all the way back to their goalkeeper, who's going to put a big foot on it and try to clear it out. Hudson able to get on that, though. Nikki Allenoff with a quick tap to Sam Olson there. Sends a low cross across. Matson with or no, that's Vandenbark with a shot. And now I think that's Will Cook, maybe? Or is that Vega? Number 2, Will Cook.
Number 2, Will Cook in for the Raiders.
So Raiders with a couple subs. Sam Olson is a sophomore, and Will Cook is a freshman who just entered the match. So Raiders getting some of their youth out on the field right now. Good takeaway by the Huskies, but lost his feet, so Netterlow able to recollect it. Vandenbark sends it over. About 15 minutes into the match, and the Raiders continue to lead by a score of 2-0 over the Huskies, and have a corner kick here. That's Will Cook and maybe Henry Vandenbark there. It looks like number 12. Yep, in the corner. And looks like they're going to play the short game this time. Little chip out. Gives them a little different angle to send it in. Poole sends the ball in, deflected by defenseman for the Huskies, and the Huskies clear it. Now it'll be a throw-in for your Raiders. Another two-man short game there between Quinn Packard and Will Cook, and the Huskies able to play around that. Gets deflected, and it'll be another goal kick for the Huskies here. So the Raiders continue to keep the ball in their offensive end. The wind can be part of that. So we'll see what the second half brings for this match, but they'll stay on the attack. The Huskies keep working hard to clear that ball and move it up to their offensive end. Lots of hustle, and another good step up there, just not able to control the ball. Good hustle there by number 8, Kip Quaid of the Huskies. Ball comes back to Allenoff. He's going to send it over to Vandenbark. Quick ball into Poole, gets a blast. Doesn't quite get 100% on that shot though, and kind of skeetered its way into Marcus Epps of the Huskies, who picks it up for them and avoids that threat by the Raiders. Big punt there by Epps. These balls are tending to land, just short of midfield, but that one went quite a ways past. So if he can get that on, he's going to help his team out a little bit in advancing that ball potentially. Netterlow turning the corner. He's got some jets. Uses it to get around. Gets a nice sneak across. That's a great play, but the Raiders again were just 2 steps ahead of them. Allenoff with the shot, and Epps with the save, and another punt here for the Huskies. But Raiders setting up a lot of good plays, but the attackers are just getting ahead of where you want to put the ball each time, so then there's nobody there for some of these balls. So it's hard to do that time. You don't always know where it's going to go, so it's not a judgment. It's just an observation on that. But sometimes you'll see teams, somebody's designated to stay kind of up on about the 5-yard line of the football, just to stay there for those kind of balls. But that can be tough sometimes too, because you just want to get in there. Guys follow the ball, and anyway, here comes a kick for North. They're going to play it short and low. Kind of a miss trap there by Eau Claire, and Netterlow picks it up. He's bringing it in, and he's sneaking it. Oof, put that ball in there. We had Jack Poole and Sam Olson right there, but that ball was screaming through, and again, tough to time for the Raiders, and that deflected somewhere by a Husky, so that'll be a corner kick for your Raiders at about moving into about the 20th minute of the match. Another short play there, Jack Poole. And Epps with a nice athletic catch out of the air there over Netterlow, and will be a punt. Olet on the defense, and the take. A little too much pushing from behind, and foul on Jackson. Will be a free kick for Eau Claire North here, and they'll have a chance to put this ball a little deeper into the offensive territory and maybe see what they can do here. Oh, what's her last name? Special shout out to Megan Rinke, our Hudson athletic trainer. She does a fantastic job supporting not just the Raiders but the away teams and anybody else that needs a little help. She's always there and has been here for quite a while. Took care of my kids when they came through Hudson High School sports, and she does a great job. Raiders advance the ball again, and not much of a opportunity there though, as Marcus Epps collects it again for the Huskies. Short punt. Cook centers it into kind of a little group there, but gets taken by Eau Claire. Over to Allenoff, out to Vandenbark. Olsen sneaks it in, and there it is. Great play. Olsen to Netterlow. Great, good little centering pass, and Netterlow there move into the ball to finish, and great score for your Raiders. Sam Olsen with the assist to Owen Netterlow, number 10. Oh, okay. Number 10.
That's Owen Netterlow, number 10 for your Raiders with the goal.
He is number 21. So really nice combination goal there by Olsen, putting a nice low ball towards the far post, and Netterlow crashing and sniffing that one out. Big breeze coming in. I'm not sure what that's going to mean for us, folks, but I can, something's going on. Our meteorologist, Tim Chuckle, also activities director, is saying a cold front is moving through. Clear there by Eau Claire, but you can definitely sense something in the weather. I don't know. Is it going to rain, Mr. Chuckle, or is it what's just a little cooling of temperature, a little maybe extra breeze here could make things interesting. It looks like the flags are blowing stronger, 25-mile-an-hour gusts, so that could make things interesting. Raiders have built up that 3-0 lead, which can be helpful, but there's a lot of soccer left, and Lassard moving it around, trying to find a seam to make something happen, but Eau Claire closing that down. Quick turn and clear by Eau Claire. It'll be a throw-in for Quinn Packard. Allen off to Packard. Nice move by Packard there. Gets to the corner. Sends a high cross. Cleared by Eau Claire. Goes out of bounds. Will be a Raiders throw-in. Fouls into Alanoff, who decides to take a long blast himself from about 26 yards out and sends it just wide, maybe a little high of the goal, and that's going to be another goal kick for the Huskies. Shout out here to the Reeds and the Hamiltons and the Olettes down in Dubuque, Iowa, cheering on Jack and the Raiders. Love Dubuque, Iowa. Did some business there the last couple of years with the school district, and it's a fabulous, historic little town, and Jackson's playing well, so thanks for tuning in to all of you down there.
Number 19, Jack Poole, back in the game for the Raiders.
Raiders continue the attack. Claire doing everything they can to slow them down. Clear by Claire, taken by Matson. Chested it down. A little give and go. Matson's on it. Takes a big swipe. Kind of had to put that ball wide of a defenseman who was right in his line of sight, and that also sends the ball out wide. So yet another goal kick for the Huskies here. Into the wind. Got a good crowd online checking the match out. Thanks everybody for tuning into the River Channel, which tries to bring you as many boys soccer matches as possible, even a number of away games, more and more every year. And it was a fun year this year with the boys having as much success as they've had, and we'll see how they keep going here in the playoffs. And it's Quinn Packard, send it up to Matson. Tries to sneak a through ball through, but Eau Claire's defense holds strong, and they send the ball up, but out of bounds. Be a Raiders throw. Alanoff getting harassed by two is able to keep that ball moving and safe and advanced. Foul there on the Raiders. I think a little pull, little hold, handball, inadvertent handball. And Will Cook. So again, Eau Claire's got a chance to advance this ball now and make something interesting happen. It is into that stiff wind, but low ball in. Olette with the clear. Olsard gets a chest on it and gets it over to Poole. Poole does his best to keep it alive, and just too much speed on that ball, and with the turf, that ball just flies. And Marcus Epps for Eau Claire picks it up and sends it up. Lots of activity here at Hudson High School. Big choir concert tonight, as well as this soccer match. So lots of things going on here on the campus. That's why we did not have any singers for the national anthem, because they were all in for the concert. Who do we got? Eight. Matson or Vandenberg gears up and just doesn't quite get his foot on that the way he wanted, but
Number 8, Kip Quaid back in the match for the Huskies. And number 13, Giovanni Morales in for the Raiders.
Used to be really easy to know who was going into the matches and coming out because they used to allow the teams to sit right in front of us. Now they put them on the far side of the field, and the uniforms have tiny numbers in front, so it's really hard to see who's coming in and out until they turn their back at least. So if I could correct one thing, that might be it. That's true. Claire still trying to clear this ball, putting up a valiant effort defensively against the Raiders offense, and nice turn move there by number 15, Landon Herduka of the Huskies. Pull with a nice little boost and a little nice flick pass to Vandenberg. But a good defensive play there by, looks like Jet Keaton of the Huskies. Good takeaway there because that looked like something serious brewing there for the Raiders offensively. We're now to just under 10 minutes left in the first half. Raiders continue to lead 3-0. Good pass out by Lassard, gets it up to Poole, back to Lassard. Gears up to take a big shot, but gets his legs taken out, and that's going to be a free kick for the Raiders in a dangerous spot, about 25 yards out. Trick will be, if they decide to take a shot, which they probably will, you got to get it over the wall and then down again. So you got to put some spin on this and place it. Yeah. And that ball up and over. Not an easy shot. Even the pros have difficulty putting that one on. But you got to give it a shot. Come the Huskies again with another kick. Now that wind seems to be whipping across the field. A little crosswind. Ball up to Sorensen. Sneaks it out to Quinn Packard. Up to Lassard, a little give and go to Packard again. Now Will Cook on it. Packard moving up, and Lassard covering Packard's spot back on defense. And good switching move there by Lassard and Packard to keep that ball moving. Little bouncy ball. Packard with a nice cross. Skeeters through again, but Morales had set that ball. Was not in a good place for him to just take a pure shot, so he had to try to set that, and that extra second or two allowed Eau Claire defense to get all over him. So good takeaway by Eau Claire there. Claire carrying it, trying to thread the seam, but number 8, Quinn Johnson there for the Raiders. We got two Quinns, Johnson and Packard, out there, and this will be Quinn Packard with the throw at about the 33.5-minute mark. Lassard with it, over to Morales. Over to Vandenberg. Looks like Vandenberg maybe got a haircut. His hair looks very short. Oh, Lassard's right there. Cook's there too. Tries to get under it and jump into that. And drive it into the goal. It's a tough play, but he made a good effort on it. And that'll be a goal kick for Eau Claire. Quinn Packard's got the Abrahamsons watching him from home. Good to have you tuning in. And happy 17th birthday to Quinn Packard coming up tomorrow. So hopefully a win tonight will help that birthday be a happier one. He can spend it practicing and doing homework, but that's exactly what he wants to be doing right now. So thanks for tuning in. 21-3. Moving into about 5 minutes left in the match in the first half, and Raiders continue to hold a 3-0 lead. Earlier this season, the Raiders and Huskies met for a match, and the Raiders handled that game with a 4-1 win. So we'll see what happens tonight. Sorensen tries to thread the needle, but too many defenders in the way there. Allen off on it, sends it into Hindall. Be a throw in here for, looks like, the Raiders. Nope, for the Huskies. See if they can get something going here at the half, make something, give them something to work off of into the second half when they'll probably have a little more of a wind advantage. Comes Poole, sending it through to Lassard, who's got some speed. Claire's closing, a lot of defense. Too much to get through, and they're able to take it and clear it. Good turn there by Drake Thill of the Huskies to get that ball out. Nice takeaway and turn there. Raiders pick it back up, though. We're now down to about 3.5 minutes in the first half. Claire sending it up, trying to chase her down, but Allen off there. Seems to be everywhere where the ball is and gets it sent up. Sorensen and Morales on it, up to Vandenberg. Sends it over. A little out of reach. I think that's Lassard over there. Throwing for the Huskies. Raiders take it back though. Into Sorensen. A lot of defense there. Huskies have stacked the defense, I think, right now to prevent any more goals this half at least before they come in. And a big blast by the Raiders, but just wide by Vandenberg. And we have a couple subs for the Raiders.
In for the Raiders, number 3, Diego Vega, and number 21, Samuelson.
Goal kick here for the Huskies, and big blast there to the far side of the field. Gets over everybody's head. Raiders tap it back to their defensive unit. Allenoff is going to carry it up. Sends it through to Vandenberg. Tries threading it up to Will Cook, who Get some nice turns and moves there, but too much defense. Really tough to get through 5 guys. And Claire holds, but again, the Raiders still on the attack here. And that ball's going to go wide. It'll be a goal kick here for the Huskies. We're going to get down to about the last minute here of the half.
1 minute.
Raiders get it out. Vega on the flick pass, Packard out wide. Sends a little chip shot in, but that's handled by Marcus Epps. Down to about 30 seconds in the half. Big punt by Epps. Ball gets out wide, and it's going to pretty much take us into close to the half here. We'll see you back in about 10 minutes, everybody, for the second half.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's halftime. Hudson Raiders 3, Eau Claire North Huskies 0. We'll see you back in 10 minutes, and visit that great concession stand for some warm treats and beverages down there. See you back in 10.
All right, folks, we are back for the second half of this section one Wisconsin regional playoff matchup. We've got the visiting number 7 seed Eau Claire North Huskies in white. They are now on the left side of your screen, playing from left to right. And number 2 seeded Hudson Raiders, the home team in blue, huddled up on the right side of the field, playing from right to left. The Raiders hold a 3-0 lead on the first half with goals by, I'm trying to remember now, yeah, we scored. You got it? Here we go. Usually I write that down. I'm all off base right now. We got Jack Poole with the first goal for the Raiders, Calvin Lassard with the second goal, and Owen Netterlow with the third goal. So a good distribution of scoring by the Raiders. Lassard and Netterlow, the probably 2 highest scoring players of the season for the Raiders, and Poole always a contributor offensively as well. So good showing here by the Raiders, and Raiders get it right in there. There's Lassard, the second goal, right off the bat. Nice little play across.
Number 18, Calvin Lassard with his second goal of the night.
So 20 seconds into the second half, that's Lassard with his second goal of the night. And I'm going to see if I can back this up and just see. We got the assist. 20 seconds. That might be the fastest goal I've seen in a while. I've seen some right around there, but 20 seconds is pretty quick. I'm not sure I'm going to get there. Here we go. All right. Raiders again with the ball on the attack. They're going into the win this time, this half, and we'll see. Already put one on the board here for a 4-0 lead, and we'll see what else they can do here. But we'll also see what a player can do with a little bit of wind at the back too. So ball sneaks through, and Epps gets on that, and we get the clear. Clear.
What do you want?
Pushes it up to midfield. Tries a little pass back. Hudson's there to steal that ball away. Raiders again on the attack. And again, Epps is going to pick that one up and get the clear. Soren Matson with the assist. So number 11, Soren Matson had the assist for that first goal of the half by Lassard. The clock is stopped, and didn't exactly see what happened there, but it sounds like it was a little rough. And yellow card issued, which means that player is likely to has to leave the match. Come right back in on the next opportunity, but has to leave the match. And the Raiders get a free kick. Number 8, yeah. Ball in. Cleared by player. That's a nice play by the player. Goes off the feet. Poorly, and the Raiders able to take it back. Give it a go on the sideline. Sneaking it up to Netterlow. It's a little chip across, sneaks through the pool. Puts a left-footed blast. Wow, what a shot. Left-footed, upper left corner. Heck of a play. Nice, all made possible by a nice move to the assist by Owen Netterlow to Jack Poole.
Number 19, Jack Poole with the goal for your Raiders.
So Poole with his second goal of the night as well. So the Raiders offensive power players coming through tonight. Calvin Lassard with 2 goals, Jack Poole with 2 goals, and Owen Netterlow with a goal. So the guys you count on in the playoffs coming through for the Raiders offensively. That was just a heck of a left-footed shot by Poole up into the upper left corner on the fly. Nice little pass by Netterlow. Yeah, to Owen Netterlow, number 10. Yep. Mullet gets a head on it. And he gets it clear to Vandenberg. Vandenberg on it. Pull back. Ben Weaver is in the match for the Raiders. Also came in at the half, so we have Ben Weaver in the game. Send it up to Netterlow. Back. In the middle now. Swings it over. That's Poole again. Ball's cleared by a player. The throw in for the Raiders. So appreciate everybody tuning in today to the River Channel broadcast. Appreciate my friend Jeff Verstig on the tech side. He's doing the camera work, the internet connection work, the sound work. I show up and just talk, so I really appreciate Jeff for the work he does. And as Mr. Chuckle said, I sure know how to do that, so no one will say otherwise that knows me. So anyway, River Channel, always happy to share the matches, and these games live on YouTube as well. So if you want to come back and watch it, or you missed a game or can't make the next game, just check out the River Channel on YouTube to see any of the games, especially the home games. Not all the away games will be on there, but if you're a fan of Hudson girls soccer, same thing will be happening in the spring with the matches. So, and as you may see in the chat area of your YouTube, if you're not on full screen at least, you can see and add. Just let us know who you are and where you're tuning in from. So far, Sanibel is probably the furthest comment I've had this year. So we'll see if anybody can match that. But got a good audience tonight for tonight's match, and we appreciate all of you. Players still trying to get this ball out, and on the offensive side, Raiders defense kind of holding strong all over the field again in this half. We're about 7 minutes into the second half. Raiders continue to lead by a score of 5-0 over the Huskies. Ball to Lassard. Pressure on there. Oof. Good defensive effort there by the player. A little bit of a push on Lassard.
Yeah.
Lassard vocalizing some displeasure on Lassard. Gains a yellow card. So Calvin's going to have to exit the game. Not sure what he said or what was going on, but he said he did not like there was no call, and referee did not like what was said or how it was said, and issued a card. So that'll be a free kick for Eau Claire. Lassard leaves the match, and 5-0 lead. We may not see him again, because if you get a second yellow card, you're ejected from the game and out for the next game as well at a minimum. So at 13, Morales. Yep.
Number 13, Giovanni Morales in the game for the Raiders.
As the Raiders progress potentially into the sectionals, Lassard will be a necessary component for this game. So that I gotta say that might be see most of the games. That might be the first yellow card on the Raiders this year. So very composed team. So don't see that too often with the Raiders right now. Great to have you watching. You are Owen Darlow's friend watching from Chaska, so good to have you watching. And right on, let's roll Raiders, and appreciate you tuning in to watch score that goal earlier in the game, and he's playing a nice match. So another nice playthrough for the Raiders. Jack Bull just timed it off a little bit. 20. Oops.
Number 20, Liam Siebert in the game for the Raiders.
Has been pulled up for the postseason. Junior, and getting his first, I believe, his first varsity minutes here with the Raiders here. So good to have Liam on the field. So let's see, number 21.
Number 21, Sam Olson in the game for the Raiders.
Inside.
In for the Huskies, number 7, John Jorgensen. Number 11, Ishi Her. Number 24, Kevin Zhang. And number 27, Tony Lee.
Good ball by a player that ball had a nice trajectory to make something happen, but anything on it. Player logs his first shot on goal for the night here. Raiders with the advantage of that of 14-1. That's 2. Vega.
Number 3, Diego Vega in the game for your Raiders.
Say I can't believe you can sit still here. That thing moved. It's a good restraint. 12.5 minutes into the second half. Hudson Raiders continue to lead by a score of 5-0 over the visiting Clear Huskies. And as this is the playoffs and elimination time, the winner of this team will be taking on the victor of tonight's match against the number 3 seed, BC Everest, and the number 6 seed, Wausau West. Which are probably about the same spot in their match as this game is, since they started Hudson. It says 7. Either way, Spartans in the Evergreens. We already know that the number 1 seed will play Memorial, which will lead at 4 o'clock today. A big win over Chippewa Falls. They'll be taking on Superior Wisconsin Rapids on Saturday evening for that match. Or Saturday and Sunday. season game against second o'clock Friday night here at Hudson Raiders. The Hudson Raiders volleyball team earned the #1 seed as well and won their first Rivers Conference title this year in the history of the school, taking on their first postseason match on Saturday here at Hudson High School as well. So lots of good sports action happening. Probably some other sports still in play, but those are the highlights. Two teams taking on the lead of the conference as well, and lots of good stuff happening here. 14.
And for the Raiders, number 14, Teddy Anderson, and number 2, Will Cook.
Girls tennis team Hudson doubles group to the state tournament, and the girls golf team also participated in the state tournament. Finished 8th, so strong showing for Hudson sports across the board this fall, and still a lot of good sports ahead of us, hopefully, with football, volleyball, swimming, and our boys soccer team here. Cross country boys won conference too. So more good sporting news out of Hudson High School here. And on top of that, we have great musical coming up, Footloose, and choir concert going on tonight, which is combined with the soccer match, which has a great crowd. The parking lot is full, so lots of great stuff happening here at the Hudson campus. Moving into the 57-minute mark. Diego Vega there, an opportunity, but yes, about 4 defenders. Not much you can do when that happens, and the players now Teddy Anderson with the throw for the Raiders. Morales in. Sam Olsen gets it out wide. So here in playoff format, if unlike regular season, actually one of the flags, or 2 of the flags, are flopped over due to the wind. But here in the playoffs, it's probably not going to happen tonight based on what we've seen, but for future games, there are no ties, regular season ties and ties. But goes Vega. Tries to sneak one through to Cook. Too much defensive play. Morales sending it out to Vega. It's a nice cross on a little far out. It's no nice play. Send it out wide. Big blast.
That's number 23, Brian Wright with the goal for your Raiders.
Good hustle goal by Wright. Ball gets stopped by the key. Wright's right there to take the rebound and put it away. And Raiders capitalize again and take a 6-goal lead.
And number 3, Diego Vega with the goal for your Raiders. In for the Huskies, number 3, Chunu Lore, and number 21, Stefan Mua.
Alright, Raiders now healthy coming into the game. We're down to about 21 minutes left in the match. Raiders up 7, nothing, 16 shots. Strong offensive shooting for the Raiders tonight. Wisconsin Rapids defeated Superior by a score of 1-0, so that is a good player for take on Wisconsin Rapids on Saturday at some point. All setting the stage for the Raiders moving into, and Raiders get the trip. And the players going to get the ball in dangerous territory. I know they'd love to put something on the board here. Again, this is a little bit of distance. 18 yards out. Good shot. Just couldn't quite get it down enough to be on goal. And Raiders will get the goal kick.
In for the Raiders, number 5, Henry Newman.
If the Raiders put another goal on it, then this game will be called. They call the mercy rule when the score gets beat. So, and that is if the score gets lenient. So, the player would love to keep this one where it's at and finish it out. The Raiders would like to finish it off. Legs to rest and this potential time for injuries before the next matchup should be on Saturday if they highly likely. Players work hard, play hard, and the Raiders just too much offense. The Huskies.
Number 7, Henry Steele back in the match for the Raiders.
17 minutes left in the half. And a match. Raiders continue to lead 7. Hudson's player north. Jackson will let the defense over there with the throw in. Let the teammate take that throw. Richmond is taking on Menominee in a smaller school division. Falls taking on Wausau East in another smaller school division. They're in different divisions too, I think. Are they both in Division 2? So Richmond and all those teams, 2 a bit smaller schools than what they're north and Hudson are. And I will guess that Richmond's going to show well in the section. Falls potentially as well. So even though they're in the same conference, these teams are playing different divisions. It's just what you get out here in the western part of the state. But those smaller schools are served well by playing some of these bigger schools. And teams that be very ready for section play. What's that? Yeah, Rice Lake, same thing, yeah. They're in the 3rd division, so it's like also performs pretty well in Division 3 sections. Nice cut there by the Raiders. Little passing sequence there by Eau Claire, but that just ran out of steam. They got it through, and the Raiders defense holds.
What do you need? Just ask me.
Okay, that's what we need. I'll send them the specs. Retractable roof. I'll work it up and I'll get it.
Yeah, right?
In playoffs, I think I started saying this, but if the game ends in a tie, then you play 2 10-minute extra periods. It is not sudden death in those 2 10-minute periods either. So 2 10-minute periods are played, and then if there's a team ahead at the end of that, they are the victor. If that's still tied, then we go to a shootout. 5 players shoot, and if someone's leading at that point, another 5 shoots. So Steele battling out, Sunny trying to send it across. He can't get that final goal. Sneak it through again. Nice play there. Wobble. Vegas there, but that ball bouncing too much all over the place for anybody to handle. The player gets the clear. Steele up to Vega. All spinning and bouncing. Marcus Epps collects it for Eau Claire and is going to get it a punt. But the defense man and guard back. Team's captains. Players would love to hold the shutout. We're trying to send it through to Vega. He's going to chase this one down. Way out there. He saves it. Cuts it back off. It's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. Come on, hit it, hit it. Ooh, see, that's fun. The little kids love it. Exactly.
I think that's the show. And the New
All
York.
right, Raiders gearing up for the corner kick. We're getting to about the 12-minute mark of the match. It's a nice ball. A little bit out and hard on it. So get the timing well. He's chasing it down in. Sends it back to the left. A high chip shot up. Taken by a player. Sent out of bounds out. The Raiders throw. Again, big football game tonight, or Friday night here at Hudson Raider Stadium, and Saturday there's barring something really bizarre happening in this match, should be hosting their soccer match on Saturday at 4 p.m. Winner to be announced at this point. Sneaky ball through. This could be it. There it is.
Number 5, Henry Newman with the goal for your Raiders, and with an 8-goal lead, our game is ended. I'd like to thank our teams for a good match, our coaches as well. Thank you, officials, for a great match tonight. I'd like to thank all of our friends who collected balls around the field. Our trainer, Megan, again, excellent work as always. Glad to have you. Appreciate all you fans coming out tonight. Next game for the Raiders will be Saturday at 4 o'clock. Winner to be determined, but we hope to see everybody back here Saturday at 4 o'clock for a great matchup. Have a great night, everybody. Drive carefully.